Can you hear that over my shoulder? That is the sound of money coming into the house. Oh yeah. It's nice and sunny out there today. At the moment it's only 1,000 watts coming in because the sun's gone behind a cloud. It's the noise is the inverter. It's putting out some power to top up the hot water tank. Anyway, it's that time of the month again. We are on the 3rd of December, so we'll have a quick solar stats for November. Now, November was a bit of a disaster. We didn't get a lot of sun in November, which has led on to some other things, but I'm going to cover that in another video. That's the electric heating. We was going to test it out, but it's not worked out the way we hoped it was. I'm going to do a separate video on that, so I'm not going to get into that in this video. This one is solar stats, what we've had to pay out, and also this system has been running for exactly 1 year, so we'll go over how much that's generated and how much basically it saved us. So for the month of November, pretty crap month. It was raining, cloudy. We're glad that we got the extra 4 panels because that obviously brought in a bit more power, but in total we did 203 kilowatt hours, which compared to the previous months, you know, we're at well over 300 each month, so that's quite down a bit. However, we imported from EDF 371 kilowatt hours. That is a big jump up from the previous month. The month before, you'll see it on the screenshot that I've done on the app, nowhere near. So our bill from EDF for the month of November is €82. 65 euros of that is electric we've used, so 17 euros is the standing order. I'll say that every time. Now we do get what they call in France, if you're disabled, elderly or low income, you get what they call a check energy, which is an amount of money from the government which you can put towards electric, or you can put towards oil for your oil heating, all that kind of thing. So we put it onto EDF, so 240 euros. There is another one coming out shortly, so we can put that on there as well. So that 80 euros is pulled straight out of the check energy. Now if we'd have got, we did have a lot of electric usage in November, but I'll say that will be on a separate video with all this electric heating, and I'll go into that a bit more. But we did have a record day in November. On the 11th of the 11th, Remembrance Day, Armistice Day, whatever you want to call it, my brother's wedding anniversary. We did 17.7 kilowatt hours, which is an absolute record for us for 1 day of electric. Now that was a really sunny day, and we managed to get all the batteries charged up. We managed to get the hot water tank charged, filled up, you know, up to temperature so it clicks off. I think we'd done some cooking with the ovens, so we was using the sun that was coming in, which is a good thing. November was pretty crap. We're hoping December's going to be slightly better, but you just don't know. Last December we did 145 kilowatt hours, but we only had 3 circuits on the solar system at the time, and I think that one was my oven and the other one was all the sockets, and I'm not sure if we put the water heater on until the new year. But so last December was 145 kilowatt hours we generated on just 6 panels. We'll see what this December brings, so stay tuned for December solar stats. So this system has been in for a year now. That it has sort of grown over the year. We started with just the panels and the inverter, then we put the batteries on. Most of the year was with just 6 panels. Then in October we installed 4 more. I was a bit worried about overpowering the inverter, but looking at it we could probably have gone for 6 more. But that's plenty for us. That's 4 kilowatts almost. We've actually seen 4 kilowatts coming in from those panels. This inverter will take 6,000 watts, so 6 kilowatts coming in, but it'll only accept 450 volts open circuit. When I did all my sums, the panels are saying that they're 41 point something volts open circuit, I just added them all up and it was getting pretty close to the 450, and I thought, we'll go for the 4, but I think we'll probably settle at that for now. When we expand the system a bit more, with a second inverter, we'll put more panels. We're planning on putting panels on the front of the house to catch the winter sun, and on the side of the house there. If we keep them all below 1.8 metres, we don't need planning permission, so that's the idea for that. But at the moment, we've got 4 kilowatt solar array. The first year we generated 3,108 kilowatt hours. That's what we generated, stored it, and we used it. Now the current price for electric is 17 centimes per unit, so 17 centimes for a kilowatt hour, and it's been that throughout that whole year. So the electric we've generated with our system would have cost us €528.36 from EDF. So we've saved €530. Now I know a lot of people are saying, how many years is it going to take to pay off your system? I think we've probably got about 5,500, maybe €6,000 in the system so far. So I'll let you do the maths. But French Electric is capped at the moment, but it's not going to be capped forever. I don't think. I have seen some headlines. I think the Hobbit's seen some things. It'll probably go up. It's never going to come down, is it? It's always going to go up. So obviously the more the price of electric goes up, the quicker our system is to pay off. That's not the reason we did it. We wanted to be independent, do our little bit for the environment. And I know everyone's going to say, oh, your solar panels aren't green, there's that much CO2. There's CO2 in everything. Come on. Now I have mentioned this before, that solar panels, it's a bit of a job to work out what the CO2 carbon footprint, all these new terms, it's a bit of a job to work out, because obviously there's all the materials that goes into making them, there's the transportation and all that, but they say anywhere between 1 to 3 years your solar panels will be carbon neutral. So after, potentially, I think ours will be a bit less than that, because they're not, whatever. Say if we said 2 years and they're carbon neutral, we're generating green electric then. Obviously we've got the batteries and all the bits and everything that's got a carbon footprint now. I think it's the new word, and if they say it's got a carbon footprint, and there's so much CO2, they can tax you a bit more. That's probably me being a bit cynical, but it's just the way it is. So yeah, we're doing our little bit for the environment. We've got independent electric, so if the grid goes down, we've still got electric. That's our main idea of getting a solar system. Invest a little bit of money in it. Obviously we do want to see a return, because obviously you paid all that money out. It's nice to make a saving, but there you go. So that's our November solar stats. But for the first year in business, basically, €530 we've saved from EDF, basically. Obviously we've still been paying EDF because we've imported little bits and pieces. We imported quite a bit in November. Listen to this. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. (2,000 watts almost. It's a bit cloudy, it's hazy sort of sun today, but yeah, bloody marvellous. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will do another video now on, I'll probably put it out midweek, about our electric heating test and our conclusions. That might be interesting for you, so at some point following this video, that one will be coming out, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. And I will just put out a quick notice, I'm going to be doing a Christmas live stream on the 20th of December, which I think is a Tuesday. Probably do it 8 o'clock Central European time, so it'll be like 7 o'clock UK time, and wherever else you are in the world, you have to work that time out for yourself. So hope some of you can join us. We'll probably have some Christmas snacks out on the table. I'm trying not to get drunk this time, but we'll have a laugh. So hopefully we'll catch you there. See you in the next one. Bye for now.